other sale of more national assets approves fresh bids for marginal oil fields. Can you imagine? So who are the people buying these national assets? And what's the value? And what is government doing with the sales of these, with the proceeds of these sales? And which other marginal fields are still being put out again for sale after being accused of acquiring OMS 60, 61, 62, and 63? Now, wow. They will acquire Nigeria to themselves. I'm telling you, they use different other names. The same thing that made Obasanjo not to allow Atiku smell presidency because of the way he was taking national assets to himself. It's exactly what we are falling back to on that Tinubu, most likely. The news will come, like all the things that Buhari did in his 8 years will begin to fizzle out, so will begin to come out now to the public. So the after Tinubu will also begin to hear his own. Obviously, they are going to share national assets to themselves. President Bola Tinubu has approved the conduct of a fresh marginal oil bid round to offer for sale more oil and gas fields left by international oil firms, which have been lying untapped for more than a decade. Minister of Petroleum Henneken Lokobri revealed this as he toured the Walter Smith Petroman Oil Limited modular refinery in Ibigwe in Ohaji-Egbema local government area of Imo State. Lokobri said the bid round would commence soon. The new bid rounds come after 3 years since 57 oil fields were put out for sale, and the process concluded last year. So this day reports that many awardees struggle to mobilize to the site to develop their assets due to funding and regulatory issues. So the minister said in his statement, on Wednesday, November 22, 2023, that he had obtained presidential approval to conduct fresh bid rounds for the marginal oil fields. So he said the marginal oil fields will be prioritized in terms of their proximity to those with modular refineries so they can produce. Okay. Somebody is saying, what is this man supposed to do? You don't want to do it. What is it that he's supposed to do? Let's get it. What is it that he's supposed to do? Exchange rate or what? We don't know. So, and then somebody else is saying, see all the national assets and buy them. Sell all the national assets and buy them back to become your own. A day is coming very soon. Everything will be retrieved back to the owner. God will help Nigeria. I'm telling you. All these things that are selling to themselves. Before you know it, just in 2 to 3 to 4 years in power, they become richer than the nation. The bids will be won by their companies and foreign partners. Nigeria is up for sale. Will the money realized from the sales not disappear? It will still disappear. That is it. The sales will go to themselves. The proceeds from sales will go to themselves. Nigeria will be left bare and empty, because that has always been the case. All the ones that Buhari did for 8 years, we can't see anything. Nothing to show for everything that Buhari did in his 8 years of power. Privatization of refineries, privatization of the power sector. We are not seeing anything, I tell you, and we are here groaning, no light, no electricity. Buhari started electricity project and recovery with Siemens Nigeria. Okay, now Tinubu has come and they're abandoning it. They're starting over again with the sun solar system, with sun power. Okay, to start a solar energy system. So, do all the money that have been spent on the Siemens park, what is happening to it now? We don't know. We keep going back and forth, going around and around, wasting time, wasting money, and stealing and embezzling the one they can embezzle. I tell you, I don't know what is going to happen to make Nigeria great again. I really don't know, because with the crop of leaders we've had in the past and the ones we're having present and the ones we may have in the future, a lot of them that are struggling to lead Nigeria, I tell you, I don't know what, I don't know who among them can put Nigeria in the right path, because almost all of them have corruption tendencies. They are fighting to go there, not really to serve Nigeria, but to get their own share of national cake, to cut their own. Okay, so because right now it is a miracle, and it is all this that is also making what is his name, Atiku, to desperately say he wants to be there. So who do we trust in Nigeria now? Because obviously with the way things are going, we don't know who to trust again. Even if Tinubu has good intention, we cannot believe him because of his lifestyle, the tendencies he has to grab and grab and grab. And the Nigerian politicians are known for grabbing and grabbing and grabbing. So all these oil, marginal oil fields they want to sell, I tell you that if it is a same country, yes, privatization will boost the production and will help the economy. But these people, especially with the case of Tinubu that came up last week, accusing him of buying part of, is it part of Ajip to himself or so? Buying OML 60, 61, 62, and 63, 4 oil reserves to himself, okay, in the name of Oando. So Oando bought it from Ajip. And stories have it that he is the principal owner of Oando. So at the end of the day, what are they going to do with this money? One, they are old. Two, is it because of their children? And maybe next 10 years now, their children will become extremely rich. They will say there's wealth in the family. There's wealth in the family. Now, how did the wealth start with the family? No, everybody will forget the origin of all of these things at that time. God will help this country. We are heading towards something else that we can't explain. It's only God that will deliver Nigeria. It's all right. So that is what Tinubu is trying to do, putting up more national assets for sales and approving bids for marginal fields, for those ones that have been sold and more to be sold so that they can start production. And also, they say they're going to give priority to those marginal fields that are very close to private refineries so that they can start. We have been talking about private refinery for years. It's only Dangote that has been able to start, and it started on a disappointing note up till now. Because with the forex exchange and with everything that's happening now, he's already crying that he can't operate. And even if he operates, he will take his product to where he will recover his investment. So then of what value is that refinery to Nigerian government right now, or to Nigerian people? Nothing. Obviously nothing. All right, so thank you for listening, and let's have your comments.